This is my audience. My name is Angel Sisenko, and today I will be doing my demonstration speech. This is my note card. Long ago, in the middle of a cold, stormy night, my great-grandma was wandering around the kitchen, restless, trying to come up with a new recipe or make adaptations to a current recipe to come up with some sort of comfort that will fill many people's bellies with joy. My great-grandma absolutely loved the kitchen. She would spend all her days trying to come up with either new recipes or make current recipes better than they already were. The church absolutely loved my grandma. Every single time, every single Sunday, she would come by with some snacks that she had prepared for after service, and they were always crowd pleasers. Everyone would always fight for a place at her home after church so that they can indulge in some of her cookings that she would make. Today I will be showing you a recipe that has been in this family for generations, which is the snickerdoodle cookie recipe. My grandma had come up with this recipe a really long time ago on a such said cold stormy night, and this was a real crowd pleaser. Everyone loves this recipe, and this is a recipe that will never let you down. It has a secret ingredient that she had come up with, and this has been passed down from generation to generation, person to person, and is now in my hands. I started baking when I was around 8 years old. I absolutely love baking. From the moment I started making chocolate chip cookies up until making beautiful cakes with different kinds of decorations. Baking has never let me down. Everyone would always come by and enjoy any kind of treats that I would make. And today I will be showing you the snickerdoodle cookie recipe, which has a secret ingredient, which is ginger. Now, for this recipe, we have quite the few ingredients that we will need, so prepare them ahead of time so that they would be ready. We start as in order. Half a cup of softened butter. We use half a cup of shortening, a cup and a half of sugar, 2 eggs, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 2 3/4 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of cream of tartar, half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of baking soda, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, a pinch of ginger, and now for the tools that we'll be using for this recipe, we will need bowls, whisks, perhaps a spatula, measuring cups and tools, a baking sheet with parchment paper. Now, the first step will be to make sure that we have nothing in our oven, and then we will go ahead and preheat it to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so we will start by mixing our butter, our shortening, and then we will add in our sugar, our eggs, and our vanilla extract. So I have added in the pinched ginger after making sure that the batter was smooth and creamy, and then after that I proceeded to add in the flour, the cream of tartar, the baking soda, and the salt. As you can see, I have needed to knead the dough because it was far too thick to just use a whisk, but after it is looking nice and smooth, we are ready to proceed to the next step. Now that we have our dough ready and prepared, we're going to go ahead and make the sugar mixture. For this, we will need 2 tablespoons of sugar and 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Give it a quick stir. And now we are ready for one of the final steps. We will start by taking our dough rolling it into a small ball, and then rolling the dough in the sugar mixture, putting it on the parchment paper, and we will space it about 2 inches apart. Make sure that your oven is preheated to 400 degrees. We have our dough ready, and we are going to go ahead and place it in the oven. We're gonna put on a timer. You can time it between 8 to 10 minutes, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it at 9. The cookies have been baked and are now ready to be transferred to a cooling rack. And just like that, our Snickerdoodle cookies have been finished and are ready to enjoy with a glass of milk. Next time you find yourself in the middle of a cold, stormy, dark night and trying to find some comfort, just go back to this recipe and make yourself some delicious Snickerdoodle cookies.